Tokyo became a silent witness to a shocking moment. What is the real reason behind Jungkook's sudden appearance at Haneda International Airport wearing a cold expression and casual all-black attire, while in Seoul, Taehyung appeared gloomy and declined to comment when asked by the media? Is this a sign of an emotional farewell no one expected, or the peak of a conflict that has long been hidden from the public eye? A photo that spread widely on social platforms X, formerly Twitter, and weverse shows Jungkook, one of BTS main members, walking briskly out of Terminal 3 of Haneda Airport in Tokyo. He is wearing casual clothes and a black top that partially covers his face. However, what is striking is not only his presence in Tokyo, which was not scheduled on HYBE's official agenda at all, but his tense expression and eyes that avoid the camera. Meanwhile, just a few hours after Jungkook's appearance in Tokyo, South Korean media outlets highlighted the emotional state of Kim Taehyung, who is currently serving in the military. One source interviewed by Dispatch mentioned that Taehyung refused to answer questions related to Jungkook and only replied with a short sentence. "I don't want to discuss that right now." Speculation began to grow rapidly. Many questioned whether Jungkook's trip to Tokyo was for personal matters or connected to something bigger. One of BTS's largest fan bases in Japan even published that Jungkook was allegedly attending a closed meeting with representatives of a foreign agency. This information has not been confirmed by HYBE labels, but the absence of an official statement has only fueled suspicions of a deeper issue. The situation became even more complicated when a short video went viral on TikTok, showing Jungkook speaking with a man suspected to be a well-known Japanese producer at an exclusive cafe in Shibuya. The video had no audio, but Jungkook's seemingly emotional gestures raised more questions. Was this a professional meeting? Or was something more personal being discussed? More importantly, is this related to BTS as a group or Jungkook's decision as a solo artist? What made this situation even more emotional was the reaction from ARMY, which split into two major camps. One side believed Jungkook is searching for his identity, and that this is understandable after years of pressure in the K-pop industry. Meanwhile, the other side worried that this act could leave a deep wound, especially for Taehyung, who has long been known to share a close emotional bond with Jungkook. Even off-camera on Sunday night, the public finally received a brief statement from HYBE Labels Japan stating, "Jungkook is in Tokyo for personal matters and it has no connection to BTS group activities." However, this statement only raised more questions, as no further details were provided. An unnamed internal source from Chosun Ilbo Media mentioned that the agency is trying to de-escalate the situation because an important process related to their artist's global strategy is ongoing. This situation sharpened the long-standing narrative among K-pop observers that BTS, though appearing solid in public, also faces complex interpersonal relationship challenges. The fact that Taehyung made no official comment and Jungkook chose Tokyo as a place to temporarily withdraw from Korean media spotlight signals that this may not be merely a management or work issue, but a possibly unresolved inner conflict. According to an investigation by the Korea Herald, several close acquaintances of the two artists revealed that underlying tensions have existed since early 2025. This was triggered by differing visions regarding BTS's future post-military service. Jungkook is said to want to focus more on global solo projects and expand his international network, while Taehyung still hopes for group unity and the values they've built since 2013. This condition not only affects their personal relationship, but also public perception of BTS's future. With two key members seemingly not aligned on several decisions, fans fear the spirit of unity that has been BTS's foundation could start to crack. What is even more heartbreaking is the fact that just days before this incident, Taehyung posted a black and white photo on Instagram with a short caption, "What looks calm is not always peaceful." Many now interpret that post as an early sign of the emotional conflict he is experiencing. One fan commented, "We didn't read the sign, and now we can only guess what really happened." Some social media analysts speculate that the increasing popularity of individual BTS members following their solo projects is one of the indirect factors creating internal pressure. In this case, Jungkook, who received numerous international offers after releasing his solo album Golden last year, is said to have received exclusive proposals from several Japanese and American entertainment companies, which may have triggered heated discussions with management and possibly with group members. However, what remains unanswered is, why did Jungkook suddenly go to Tokyo? And why did Taehyung seem so shaken? If this was purely a professional matter, why was Taehyung's emotional reaction so apparent? Was Jungkook's confession to certain parties in Tokyo a symbolic farewell, or the beginning of a new declaration about the direction of his career? As of this report, there has been no additional statement from HYBE or the artist's individual management. Jungkook is still in Japan according to fan monitoring, while Taehyung continues his military duties. But a wave of unease and a massive question mark still hover over millions of fans worldwide. This issue is not mere celebrity gossip. It is an emotional narrative about friendship, trust, career pressure, and difficult life decisions, all unfolding under global scrutiny and the expectations of millions. Whatever happens, one thing is certain. This moment will be a crucial turning point in BTS's journey, and the whole world is waiting, holding its breath, for the next confession from Jungkook and Taehyung. However, after various speculations and the widespread uproar on social media and entertainment news portals over the past few days, in-depth investigations from several trusted sources have finally concluded that the news about Jungkook's confession in Tokyo that broke Taehyung's heart has no strong factual basis and is purely speculative. Based on official clarification from the agency, as well as visual verification and digital investigations from fan communities known for their meticulous and factual work, the narrative that heated up so quickly has proven to be exaggerated and misinterpreted. It is also important to note how the ARMY fan community, most of whom care deeply about information accuracy, moved quickly to expose inaccuracies in the earlier reports. Many fanbase accounts conducted independent investigations, including analyzing photo metadata, upload times, and matching sources from various regions. Their findings further confirmed that there is no verifiable evidence regarding the so-called confession by Jungkook that allegedly shocked and hurt Taehyung. In this context, the phenomenon also shows how social media can be a tool for rapid information dissemination, but also potentially a breeding ground for misinformation if not accompanied by verification and journalistic responsibility. Issues of division among BTS members are not new, but in reality, the group has consistently demonstrated maturity and cohesion in maintaining their professional and personal relationships, even while pursuing their respective paths, whether in solo projects, military service, or private activities. They continue to support one another through online interactions, hidden messages in music, and personal backing not always shown publicly. BTS is not merely a global music group, but a symbol of cooperation, trust, and collective struggle nurtured over more than a decade. Therefore, baseless claims regarding inter-member relationships, especially those that vilify specific individuals, not only harm the people involved, but also betray the trust of fans who have long looked up to BTS as life inspirations. Another supporting fact indicating no serious conflict is the latest statement from HYBE Korea's spokesperson, conveyed to local media Yonhap News on May 29, 2025, stating that there are no internal issues or disputes between Jungkook and Taehyung. Both artists are currently focusing on their respective lives according to the phases they are undergoing. We ask the public to respect their privacy and refrain from further speculation based on unverified information. This clarification should serve as the primary reference in assessing the truth of any news, especially in today's digital age where information can go viral before being fact-checked. What happened in this case is a real example of how emotionally charged, dramatic, and clickbait narratives can create a false collective perception, even towards public figures long known for their composure and professionalism. Therefore, it is essential for the public and the media to increase digital and journalistic literacy by not easily trusting information that lacks clear primary sources. As fans, journalists, and members of the public, we all bear responsibility in maintaining the accuracy of information, especially when it concerns someone's personal life, which can have long-term effects on their mental health and reputation. The conclusion of this report also offers a valuable lesson. Not everything seen and spread on social media reflects reality. Jungkook did not make any confession that hurt Taehyung. Taehyung is not heartbroken because of his colleagues' actions. And their relationship, as has been shown time and again through interactions, support, and collaboration both on and off screen, remains solid and built on mutual understanding and a long journey as brothers in one group. The news that Jungkook's confession broke Taehyung's heart is a proven false narrative based purely on speculation. Therefore, the public is urged to stop spreading misleading information and return to verified facts. In a world full of uncertainty, truth remains the only compass worth holding on to.